Morning. It's a little cold out here. It says 51. It feels like 2 in the wind. So we're back on the minivan here. I'm not taking a break from anything. This just needs to get fixed by tomorrow because we have a lot of people in this van for my wife's birthday, and we're going to some kind of Santa land in Rogersville, Alabama. So problem is we haven't used this door in, I guess, a month. I think there's a video where I've rebuilt the slides in the back, but it just gets stuck where it wants to. I think it's due to micro switches because it slides fine. It just stops and just beeps at you. And you can have it all the way closed, just like this. You put it in reverse or drive, and it beeps in the back. So I'm going to take the inside panel off this door, and it's kind of doing on the other side too, but we've kind of worked around that. But we can't on this one. And I'm gonna take the inside panel off and just see what kind of micro switches and stuff I can make slide better. And I don't know. There's not a whole bunch of information on these doors. So I did tons of research, and only one showed a picture of some switches in this area, but I'm sure it has a switch and a latch mechanism. It's got to, one would think. So we'll find this out. So we're gonna open this thing up and see what happens. I'll watch it just work perfect. But I'm still taking it apart. Hmm. Well, let's get this seat out of the way. We cleaned it out, and I pulled the seats out, but that was almost a year ago. I think I see a little lever right here. Well, there we go. So, I guess we got to figure a way to relocate y'all to the other side. My goal was to put the camera in here and shut the door because I knew it was going to be windy today, but that ain't happening. Let's get in and shut the door. Oh, see what all I got to take off here. Now we got to pop this trim panel off right here because it's got to come up and off. Yay, that might get in our way. I see a little cover down here. Looks like I popped it off and maybe remove a screw. And let's see about getting that off. I wonder if it's got that little, like normal window cranks have got. And there'll be a plug-in in the back to that. But we got to be able to, guys, if y'all know a way to defeat the automatic of this, what that means is like a lever I can pull or a switch I can turn, which I doubt it's going to be a switch and it's mechanical, to just, I can make it manual again so I can at least move it manually instead of relying on it. But if there's a way, I don't know. So you got to defeat the automatic and hold it in a position by doing that. And see, you can't move it. I mean, you can a little bit, but not much. So let's go ahead and pop this off here. and I got to get my glasses. Look behind here and a little poppy dilly there. So I might get the camera in here somehow because it is freezing with that wind. So my daughter's got so much coloring stuff. Wash bubble bag. Ooh, why is that just laying there? That's not. Get all these things. I don't know where they come from. All right, if I keep the cats out of here because I don't want them squatting down and peeing. So we'll figure something out. Alright. Alright. Came over the front seat. My wife does that like 50 times during a trip. Aggravates me because I'm driving. But she comes back here to do things because it stops us from having to stop. She's a ninja. I can't do that. Alright. Can I get this off without breaking plastic? All right. It's super cold out here, so I probably didn't break this. See, it's got those little one-way jobbers on it. Set that out of the way. I'm already tired. Okay. Oh, don't. All right. And I forgot my glasses. Well, that reached down in there. Works on 80s and 90s stuff. Oh. So I don't have my glasses. I can't get in there to see what is going on. I'm getting this on there straight. And I think because it's exactly not the right length, might not work. Crud, she's gonna get me. Thing's got 280,000 on it, something like that. She's worried about a single scratch. I'm sorry. I'm trying here. It goes through the plastic to a bolt. It must be an adjustment bolt or something because that's not holding the plastic on that I could tell. It's probably just all these little push pins, little one-way jobbers. Let me get my glasses. I'm gonna open it up a little more and see if I can figure this out right here. Get my glasses. Ow! Forgot I had some in my CRX right here. Oh. Tonight I got to go in for a. It does have it, and I think I got it almost undone. For an upgrade at work, I got to be there at 10 tonight. But before that, we're going to be going to the Christmas boat show because I live in the Gunnersville area. And we're going to go to that boat show on the water. So I can get this in here. There we go. Barely got it with the right tool, but it didn't go on there far enough. So, oh, jeez. It's on there. Oh, bust it. Jeez, it's on there. Didn't need a clip. All right. So, so we can at least pop half this loose. Yep. All right. Oh, can't move my door without my dilly jobber here. Put that back on real quick. Maybe I can get it off like that. All right, and maybe Gail go a little back with it. Maybe that'll do it. Oh. Alright. Yeah, that would stop that. There we go. There we go. There it is. Alright. Wife's gonna shoot me, so it is what it is. Okay, let's go ahead and get this sheathing off. Well, this ain't gonna play well, is it? There's a lot happening right here. All right, that does that. Don't do anything. Okay, there's a lot of movement there, which I'm cool with, because it isn't hitting this limit switch up here yet. And there's a switch up here. I'm kind of wondering I'm going to put a drop of oil in every one of these little spots right here. Every single trunnion, pinion, and pivot. Cycle it many times. And I'm going to put quite a bit on this turnstile for the lever. Because here's what we did notice. You got the outside mechanism and you got the inside mechanism. Excuse me, the outside latch and the inside latch. Handles, outside handle, inside handle. And this happened like all the time with the outside handle, but not, I'm going to say as much with that door, with the inside handle. But how I corrected this problem here was strictly using inside handle and everything worked. So I'm kind of wondering if between the outside handle and the inside handle, there is, I'm going to say, some old grease buildup or something. So this wasn't that hard to take apart. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some drops of oil in here and move it around, cycle it several times, let it do its full motion. And then let's try that in this area. What I'm wondering is down on the inside here, I can hear a motor over here latching it down in this area. I'd like to be able to, if I could, access that and see what type of micro switch that has and what type of movements. But first things first, let's do this because this does not go, it feels ooey gooey. Now, some of it could be because the cable's going inside there. And that gets, if this doesn't return properly, it leaves this switch still engaged. There's a switch back here, still engaged. I think I could show you all that switch. There's a switch right here. And if you look, I moved this around. See how much slop before the door does anything? And when I was watching it, it stayed right there and it slowly moved back, very slowly moved back. So I'm gonna put some oil in that area. Let me pop this off. The door lock over there doesn't work automatically, so it's probably that device. Oh. I'm also going to go get my main camera and take a picture of this. All this mechanisms, so I can see them. So let's move that back up. So let's hop out of this thing and go get my camera and go get some oil. You see when this moves, watch all this mechanism. When I turn this, it moves that switch to hold that. That's what starts everything. And there's my coffee. Ooh, thank you, baby. Look at all this craziness. I'm gonna pop that switch off right there so I can have a little more movement on there to hand cycle the oil in. It's not hitting any of it. Okay. Okay, good. That's good. It did that, so I can move this around. There we go. Okay. I can see what else moves in here. And I'm going to take that one off too, so I can have a little more movement. And I'm going to take this one off too, so I can move all this stuff around. Got to be gentle on these so you don't inadvertently hit them and cause it to start working. And then the other limit switch is disconnected. And then, pardon my French, but all hell breaks loose at that point because you have no physical limitations. All right, so we're going to move this out and try not to hit it with my hand like that. This one will move out here, because these are the brains of the operation. See, now it's not doing anything. That's what we want. I want to see every bit of movement I can get. I can get some Earl back in there. And this one I got to watch because it pulls the cable and then the deal sees it back there and it will actually knock it loose. Sorry. Actually, it's unlocked now. I'm just waiting. If I hit this switch right here, it'll watch. See? Lock it back. So, all right, so we're going to pop it loose. Check all the movement here, that there's nothing hanging on each one of these. I'm gonna tell you what, that moves back freely now. Real good. Let's engage it and check it. Check how, yeah, it comes back good now. Maybe this is gonna take care of it. Got a little bit of Earl in there. All right. And just to let you know, there is no real adjustments on these. Let me go over the other side and well, let me get behind you and let me focus in on this. Maybe I can get y'all something better because I got it on 0.5. So y'all can see what's going on in this thing, because probably from that view is probably just way out there. So if it was a bad view, we're going to go over this again. All these points that move, every trunnion pinion, every slide pin, every piece of plastic, every turnstile, everything I put oil on. And before, in the locked state, let me put it in a locked state. There we go. This right here, coming hitting this switch right here, was really latent in returning. See, watch it come back now. Poof. It's now moving very quick through here. It needed a little bit of oil. I'm not going to say that's going to correct the problem, but if it was holding that switch, it would definitely give the issue that we were having. So get all this back together. See, that was hanging out really close to that switch before. I mean, immediately when it came in, it was already that far. So we did some good. Not going to say he fixed it, but I'm probably 75% confident we resolved this issue. So let me move that back to 1X. Let's get the locking mechanism back on. In there. There we go. I think they hired all the sumo wrestlers they had in Japan putting these things together and carburetors because I don't know, there's been the 70s and 80s carburetors and dash work and all that. Oh my God, you'd strip the heads out with the right tools because they were so tight and they'd put Loctite on them. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all the veterans know what I'm talking about. All right. That works. All right. Well, I hope y'all like this short one here. And hopefully you can see the inner workings of the automatic doors on a 2007 Honda Odyssey. And that's this part. There's latches and how this thing moves back and forth. It's just nothing but a glorified window motor in the back that's a cable operated on the side. And I might have shown a little bit of that when I rebuilt the outer slides. They get real sloppy and they'll cause some binding. And that was the original problem with the door. We got that squared away. I made some new rollers and she's smooth. It's just that all of a sudden she just stop and start beeping at us, or it'd see that it wasn't closed all the way when it was cold and it opened back up and then it gets stuck back there. And then we'd have to jiggle the inside one to get it to work right. So I'm hoping it was just a mechanical issue in this area and not a locking mechanism. Well, it wasn't even full. It never even got back to the locking mechanism when it would quit and we'd have to travel it back. But when everything locked down and you put it in gear and it beeps, I personally believe that is down there, but it could have been this holding it here from down there. Could be. I don't know. Now, the down here, I don't believe is in the door. I think the down here is in this panel here. That's for another day. So, thank you. Please like, subscribe. God bless. And it's like a week and a half, 2 weeks to Christmas. So, Merry Christmas. Bless baby Jesus.